We have a member of the suffering church in the world who represents our beloved brothers and sisters from Iraq. Can we give it up for Christina Shabo?
And what's your name again?
Christina.
Christina, and
Yes.
you're a Christian from Iraq.
Yes.
I was just there after Easter.
It's amazing.
They're extraordinarily brave people, but they're suffering a lot. Are you going to share with us?
I will.
Excellent.
I hope so.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
On May 16th, 1991, I was born in a refugee camp in Turkey. The month before, my family was forced to flee our village in Iraq due to bomb threats. With 7 kids in tow, my parents, alongside thousands of other Chaldean Catholics, made a 3-day journey on foot through the mountains into Turkey in hopes of reaching safety. My mother was 8 months pregnant with me and had to be carried when they finally arrived. I was considered a miracle, born out of the prayers of all those who marched and died. But I was a malnourished baby, born under a tree and into a world of war, a world of rampant disease and starvation, a world where our Catholic faith was attacked daily, a world where the chance of survival was slim to none. I was only 2 when my family was granted religious asylum to Detroit, Michigan. But I have always felt deeply connected to my roots back home. Today, this ancient culture that has kept alive so many apostolic traditions is undergoing a genocide right before our very eyes. In 2014, for the first time in 1,600 years, there was no Mass said in Mosul. The world of violence that I was born into was reincarnated on June 10, 2014, when ISIS took over Christian homes and parishes in Mosul, Iraq. Hundreds were killed, entire families. A relative of mine was violently murdered, and his remains were brutally delivered to his family. Those that survived were forced to leave everything they knew behind and depended solely on their faith. Some of the images I saw were so painful, especially seeing children suffering and dying. I realized that was me. Their stories were the same as mine, yet I survived. If there's one thing I hope you take away from my story today, I hope it's this: that with the mercy and grace of God, anything is possible. I am proof of this. Yet it breaks my heart knowing that so many faithful people are physically and emotionally hurting. It's hard not to be angry and ask God why. But I took it to Him. It was in sitting before Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament where my anger was transformed. He reminded me again that with His grace and mercy, all things are possible. Even forgiveness towards those who attack and persecute you, be it physically or spiritually. Every single person here today in this stadium has that one person that has hurt them so badly in the past that they just can't find it in their heart to forgive. We've all been hurt. We all have brokenness inside us that desperately needs healing. I'm asking you today, as impossible as it may seem, to take that brokenness, to take that anger, and to turn it into mercy and forgiveness, just as he did. When I find myself struggling with forgiveness, struggling to forgive those who have killed my people, I'm reminded to look to Jesus on the cross. Jesus prayed, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." Jesus calls us to pray for even our enemies and to love them so that they may have a conversion. I ask Jesus for the grace to forgive every single time that I pray the Divine Mercy Chaplet. But instead of praying for the sake of his sorrowful passion, have mercy on us and on the whole world, instead, I pray, have mercy on ISIS and on the whole world. I challenge you today to do the very same. Each decade could represent someone in your own lives that has badly hurt you and who desperately needs God's mercy. Although our stories are all very, very different, our hearts have the same need for healing, and they need to rest in Jesus. Your Eminence, please pray for me so that I may have the grace to forgive, and please continue praying for all those in the Middle East because they desperately need it. Thank you. God bless.